Hey guys, quick video about 5 OSRs that I love that I think are probably the best out right now. Let's get started. Okay, so here we go, and these are in not in order of favorite to least favorite or least to best. Just kind of a random order, sort of. But I have to start obviously with the first one, the most important one for me. I think for all of us is D&D from '83. This is my favorite basic D&D. This was the last iteration of basic. It was 1983. It's Frank Menzer, and I did a video. I'll post a link in the description of this video, all about it, where we ran through the solo campaign or the solo adventure. He really tries to teach people how to play this game, which up until this time it had really been hard. I mean, it had come out with white box version ODD, and the rules were terrible. And then I think it was '79 that Holmes attempted to make it a little better, which he did. '81, we had another edition, the BX edition, which was better. And then Beck Me, they call this Beck Me because this came out with basic and then expert and then the companion. Here, let's pull this up. All right, yeah. BCMI, they had a basic set. I think this only takes you maybe to level 5 or level 3. I can't exactly remember, but it's just the very first few levels, which you would then want to get the expert rules and the companion rules and the master's rules and the immortals rules. And so that's not so great. I would consider that a downside of it because it only takes you to a few levels. But man, this was just the main thing. This was just our initial big daddy. So I got to give love to this one, and this and the way he teaches D&D. You play like a solo thing. You kind of learn with Bargle. I hate Bargle. And you can pick this up, guys, on drive-through. You got a DM book for $5, and they've got the player's manual for $5. Disregard whatever Watsy says about how racist this is. All right, so I guess number 2 for this would have to be. I guess I am going in kind of an order. This has been one of my longtime favorites, basic fantasy role-playing games. I made a video on this as well, as far as my top 2 favorite RPGs that I did a year or so ago. This book is just, I mean, it's a lot of what the D&D was, but it's full. Let me pull this up. Yeah, it's more of everything in one PDF, one box. You get your monsters, you get your all your different levels. And so it's a lot like our first choice, the '83 basic, but even more. See, it's got thief abilities all the way through level 20. And one of the great things about this is it's all free. They tell you not to buy they even say on the back, don't buy these books until you try out the free stuff. And you can get their PDF for free. And I'll put all these links down here, of course, with my affiliate ID. So if you want to help, great, whatever. But yeah, you can get the PDF for free. I highly recommend you get this PDF if you wanted to taste OSRs and see what it's like, instead of all the crazy new stuff, where everyone's a superhero. These guys die pretty easy until they earn the right to live. And so I've got 1 hardback, I've got 2 softbacks. We had a lot of stuff going on BF RPG for a little bit. You can go to their website and they've got tons and tons of free material. Supplements and adventures that are all out there for free, or you can buy them off of Amazon or off of Drive-Thru RPG. Love it. So number 3, very similar, the white box, fantastic medieval adventures. I love the size of this book. Here's your whole book. I mean, this isn't a knock against basic fantasy. It's nice having a big book. But if let's say you're going camping or you're going on a trip and you want to just have a whole entire system in your hand, here it is. This is it. And these guys also offer their PDF for free, $0. You just download it. And I really like the way it reads. There's not a whole lot. It's total old school, man. This is actually more, I think, has an old school feel to me more than the '83 version. Feels more '79, and I may be wrong with that, but like on the classes, on the races, you can only, if you pick a race, there's only the 4 races, right? And once you pick a race, you can only do certain classes based on that race. In here, they've got, like, if you're an elf, you can only go to level 4 as a fighter. I may be getting that wrong, but there's certain caps on how high you can go total. based upon your class and your race. So it's kind of hardcore. You go to 0 hit points, you're dead. Love that. That's how it always should be. Let's flip through this. Let's flip through this PDF here real quick. The way they lay it out, it's just real easy to read. The pages are super fast reading. That didn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. You only go to 1, no matter whether you're a 15 or an 18. So in this tiny book, guys, you've got everything you need. You've got all your spells. You've got all your monsters. And I really have never seen a supplement for this. Don't need it. This is just for a quick, fun night. If someone wants to know what Dungeons and Dragons is like, you know, and you're going on a trip with some. I'm making up a whole story here. You're going on a trip with your family to the beach, and you don't have any room to pack. The whole car's packed. All you have is one little slit. You can take this and stick it right in that little slit, what's left in your car, and you have D&D. Thank you for that wonderful story, Todd. But yeah, at the end of this book, you got everything you need in here. I love it, and it's free. Now, the book is not free, and this is a weird thing. I don't understand this. I love drive-through, but for some reason, they're selling this small little book for $20 on drive-through, but you can just go to Amazon, and I'm not a big fan of Amazon, but come on, man. You can get it for $4.55 on Amazon for some reason. So there's got to be a reason, printing, whatever. I don't know, but this is this one time I tell you, maybe don't buy it off the drive-through unless you just want to give them money. I mean, it's better than giving Amazon money, but I bought it from Amazon, so I've also bought a ton of stuff from drive-through, so I don't feel too bad. But yeah, that's my third one. Let's go for number 4. Yep, that's right. And I've done a video on these guys too, at least making a character 5 torches deep. This is a unique OSR. It's got an OSR feel to it. It's simplified rules, but they also kind of add some archetypes to your classes, which kind of, I think it will bring in some more 5e, younger players, because that might want to try an OSR, but don't want it to be too dry or too brittle or too, too vanilla. This is your version right here, 5 torches deep. They've got some pretty cool mechanics. The book is gorgeous. I've got it. I've got the book as well as the PDF. It's kind of a long book. It's a little bit different. This wouldn't fit into my story. It's too long. Couldn't put it in the car. And they put a ton of information on each page. The art is fantastic in here. Let me see if I can remember the archetype. Of course, they look kind of nasty. Look at that halfling. Looks like a possessed elf scarecrow. And then the elf is green. The dwarf is red. The human's all grizzled. Love it. Love the feel. As I was saying, here's our warrior class. And then you can pick an archetype. You can gain extra features. So you get, it's kind of like feats or, bonuses that you would get in other systems. The thief can be an assassin, bard, or rogue. There's a zealot, which is, your cleric sort of thing. Well, then you could be a cleric or a paladin. So it's really cool. If you're looking for an OSR, but you want a little bit more extra pop in your characters, you might try 5 Torches Deep. I love it. I love their layout. I love the game. It's fantastic. And it's on drive-through. I'll put that as well. The PDF is $10. The softcover book is $21. Or, well, you just get them both for $21. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah. And again, I'll put that link in the description. And then the last one is what? Haha. Another one I've made a video on, I think, plenty of times, because I like it so much. This is such a unique game, and it doesn't get any love, and I don't understand. At least I haven't seen it get a lot of love on like YouTube's or whatever, but I think it's such a unique system and so different from everything else. It has that old school feel, but here it is, advanced fighting fantasy. The character development in this is just so cool. I love this game. We played this game for quite a while. Magic's cool. You can, when you make your character, you can make it be anything you want. You're applying points. So you could make a jack of all trades. You can make a heavy magic using guy. There are no classes really at all. They give you like templates if you want to, let's say you want a rogue type of character. Here's a good template or whatever. And then I'll pull up the PDF for that as well. Hold on a second. Yeah, here it is. And this is based off of Steven Jackson, Ian Livingston's fighting fantasy books, but this is by Reimagined Games, Advanced Fighting Fantasy, and it's different. It's cool. I really dig this game. There are no levels. You get points in between your adventures based on what you did, and you apply points to your character any way you want. I love that idea. It is so cool. So, I mean, there's so many possibilities you can go, or ways you can go with your guy. You can buy points for weapons. Oh yeah, I think I've done a couple videos on this. I might have done one on, they've got a whole thing on how to make a dungeon map, and I'll put that link. I'll put all the links below. You don't have to worry about it. I'm going to stop saying that. Yeah, here's the template I was saying. Like, here's an adventurer would have these points assigned. A dwarf, kind of a sturdy dwarf warrior, would have these kind of things assigned. It's all up to you. It's very, very cool. If you want to try an OSR, but you don't want to try one that's just based on the basic stuff, try something a little different. Try a classless system where you can have endless options for raising your character. This game is a blast, and they got some great adventures too. They got some really fun adventures. We played. My group has played a couple of these adventures, and they're super fun. Oh, and they got talents that you can buy. I think in between adventures, buy them whenever you want. Whenever your director says you can. They call it director in here. It's director in here, not dungeon master. That's just creepy. Looks like, what was that Carpenter film with Kurt? Oh yeah, the Thing. It looks like the Thing. Anyway, I love this game. It's once you get it and get your head wrapped around how to do it, it's so simple to remember. All my players at the table loved it. They were able to remember how to play the game. It made a lot of sense. So yeah, Advanced Fighting Fantasy again on drive-through. Aaron Games has a lot of products. A lot of these books, they're all really, really cool. So give it a chance. So that's our 5. D&D 1983, basic fantasy, role-playing game, white box, 5 torches deep, and advanced fighting fantasy. Those are your 5 that you're going to love. If you're interested in testing OSRs, grab one or more of those and test them out. And that was it. And that's all I got for you today. Appreciate it. Peace.